It's time for Let's Get Real with your host from Bob Richards and Associates, Bob Richards.
Well, hello, Mr. Bob Richards.
Hello, Michael. Good day to you.
Good day to you as well. So what amazing things have you done today?
You know what? I've enjoyed some major vitamin D. It's 62 degrees out there today.
It is.
And we're January, 16th? Good grief.
Yeah, it's
we
pretty
should
incredible.
Have snow or at least some dandruff out there and snow out in the mountains, but no. I mean, in northern Utah, it's kind of like the same. They're playing golf up there as they are down here. So it's a mild winter, darn it.
I'm enjoying it myself. As a
I do
non-skiing kind of guy, I
I'll
kind of
take it.
like it.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Bob, I understand that you've got some really interesting real estate topics to share with us today.
I do.
For example, I think a few years ago, we remember this thing called COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. So were there any positive effects that came out of that debacle as they pertain to the real estate market?
Sure. And the debacle as a whole, including the real estate. I mean, that was ugly. Really, the only thing that I saw, Michael, that came out favorably is that home sellers made bank. I mean, they absolutely crushed the market, meaning that prices were going up literally daily. And I remember on one transaction, I had 17 offers in 2 hours.
Really?
And many of them had bid up above the list price, like $110,000 above, to secure their position as the primary buyer. It was crazy. You would think the realtors would be like, oh my gosh, we're just, printing checks, commission checks, that kind of thing, right and left.
Yeah.
And you know what? It kind of was that way, but it was not healthy to the market. So as I've thought about it and thought, okay, what was really the good out of that thing? Sellers made out like a bandit.
So what do you think the reason was for that?
We had such an influx of people from out of state, huge California influx, Washington, Oregon, western range of Colorado, even Montana and Wyoming, but really the majority was California. So they'd sell or maybe hold on to or pull some equity out of their 1.2, 2.5, whatever priced home, and come here and write a check and still have a lot of money that they put in the bank after they've sold their house in whatever state, California again, and are able to live off the other million or so that they made. And that was affordable back then. And so they really did a number on, like I say, making out really, really well with finances.
So is that what kind of caused the home prices in this area spike during that time? Was the out-of-state buyers coming in here and just paying cash for all this thing?
Yeah, spot on, Michael. I mean, let's get real. When you have that kind of cash and that kind of equity, or just coming in with a strong ability to buy, offering $100,000 above asking really isn't that much for that type of buyer.
Yeah.
Now, for you and I, we'd have to work 4 jobs to get that $100,000.
Yeah, I'd have to sell my yacht.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah,
come on.
in the bathtub.
Yeah.
But you really have to be careful because as people came in, prices shot up and they just have not come back down. I mean, we're getting some adjustments here and there, but nowhere near pre-COVID pricing. So 2018, 19, 20, prices were like half of what they are right now.
Wow.
And now with a little bit of adjusting, it's still high priced. I mean, we're finding a lot of people unable to purchase a home. In fact, Michael, at the end of 2025, they calculated the average first-time home buyer price $524,000. You can't do that working at Burger King,
No.
or Buckle or Dillard's or anywhere in the retail or service industry. You just can't make it. They can't qualify you for that much.
Was that in southern Utah?
Southern Utah, Washington County. That's correct. Different numbers in different areas. Iron County is a little bit lower. Wasatch Front's pretty close to us, a little bit higher.
Okay.
But yeah, $524,000, $500,000 to get into your entry level. first-time home.
Wow.
Now there's lower priced homes, obviously.
Yeah.
You can get the 4s and 3s, but they're older, they're smaller. They may not just have quite what you're looking for, so you have to compromise, and it just have some things that you're just like, okay, we'll settle for this because we really don't have any other options, or
Yeah.
very few.
So do you see it's loosening up just a little bit?
Very, very, very good question. As I looked at the last couple of quarters of 2025 to forecast where we were headed in 2026, I saw a decline in total sales the last 6 months of 25. Now, overall sales, you would say was up, but it really wasn't. And you find, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, whoever it might be that's saying the real estate market is this way. It's like, yeah, okay, in Miami or Seattle or Fargo, it doesn't necessarily retain or attract to or applicable to, that's what I'm looking for, Southern Utah. And so people have to kind of, and they don't necessarily do it. They've got to weigh out the pros and the cons for this area. Otherwise, if they're listening to national news for national statistics, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, sky is falling again.
Yeah.
And granted, we're getting a 2, 3, 4% reductions in prices right now.
Yeah.
That's healthy, that's reasonable, but we're not going ever to go back to the half price of what they were pre-COVID.
Wow. So what changes in the real estate market did you see during and post-COVID? I seem to remember in my post-COVID addled brain. Where are we again? A lot of people just didn't go in the office. They were just working from home. So did we see a lot more people working from home during that time?
We really did. I
Even
mean,
here in Southern Utah?
Yeah. I mean, majority of people in an office type of setting or consulting or otherwise, they opened up shop in their house. They turned some sort of a room into a home office, if you will, to stay away from the larger crowds and fear for them getting COVID. And even after the debacle, kind of showing its ugly head, people still were like, oh, well, that's good to hear, but I'm still going to office at home. And so you look at some of the office space around, and many businesses just shrank in the necessary size of their office, half or more, because everybody was still working at home and doing their things and their duties there at home. So it was, that was a very noticeable change, Michael, and that has not changed. You don't see as many people going to their places of business. They're still insurance agent, CPA, realtor, white-collar attorney, white-collar other businesses that they're just camping out in some sort of a modified room into an office.
So are they working like in their living room, a bedroom, a spare bedroom, the garage, a casita?
Sometimes all of the above. Especially the people that are like on the living room couch, family room couch, whatever.
Really?
And they've got this, clipboard or this little desk of some sort that just kind of sits on their lap, and they work on their whatever work, watching Price is Right. It's like, okay, are you as effective by doing that?
Yeah.
I can't work at home myself because I've got a couple dogs that take all my attention, and we'd have Oreos and milk all day long.
Oh my gosh.
And I would never get anything done.
Yeah.
So for me, that doesn't work. For those that have younger kids, that would be hard because of the distraction of voice and crying and Johnny did this and Mommy did that. So it takes a certain person to really feel like that they can hunker down into a room of their home, not be bothered, and still be a high effective, results oriented in their business, whatever that title or position would be.
I know. I have a home office. In fact, I've had one for years, and there was a time where I was a normal person and went to work in a tie and had an office and all that kind of stuff, and when I was in California, I used to drive hour and a half to 2 hours on the freeway just to get to work. And it was horrible. And then another 2 hours home. Oh. So there's like almost half of a workday on the road. And I just thought, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So I just made adjustments, and it was different because I had to buckle down, and I just had to I treated it just like an office. So what I did is I literally got up and did everything as if I was going to an office. I even put on a suit. I would put on a tie,
Yep.
and I would go in the room we had designated, and I would close the door, and that was it. I'm at work,
You're at work.
and nobody bugged me. I was just there. But it does take some discipline to do that. I know
Great.
there are people that
Great
can't do
word.
that.
Absolutely.
So what was funny is that during COVID, I actually had a job offer, and it was more of a contract gig. And the guy goes, "You can come into the office if you want, or you can work from home, or you can move to St. George. I don't really care." So I thought, well, I'll just go to the office. That would be kind of nice for a change. And the office had a nice ocean view.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of hard to turn down.
Sure.
And I struggled. It was like, I can't work in an office anymore.
Really, even with the great view.
No, it was like, who are all these people? Why are they in my office? And this guy's yakking on the phone,
Right.
and I even could close the door and have it private. But I struggled to be in an office, so I moved back home. I only go to an office if I go visit you or some of my other clients. I'll go to your office, and it's like, are we done yet? Stuffy in here.
Yeah. No, we get that from a few people I've noticed over the years, and especially COVID to today, where so many people are like, I work from home. I can work anywhere I want to. I can go anywhere I want to and still have the same job, same position, same line of work, same job responsibilities.
Yeah.
Whether I'm here or Knoxville or New York, whatever it might be. I'm like, wow, that's not a bad deal. And what these employers did is they made some changes seriously to how their employees would interact and work during the COVID time. It's just stuck. It's been the same thing since.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, I'm not going back to the office.
Yeah. The only thing I can't do with my home office is I don't have clients over.
Yeah.
I don't do that. In fact, the vice president of Human Resources and Domestic Tranquility informed me that you will not be having any clients come over to the house.
AKA his wife.
So I haven't had a client come to the house in years. I go out to their office. That's why I go to your office.
Wouldn't you be a little bit embarrassed if there was a dog toy on the floor or a cereal bowl that they just kind of saw as they were going back to your office? And not everybody's office is right by the front door. Not everybody's office has an exterior door to get into the office space. So there's that family residential homeowner, and then change the hat real quick, and you got the business part of things.
Yeah, I think when I'm ready to buy a new home, I'm going to call my favorite realtor, Bob somebody. I'm going to call him the Bob somebody guy. And I want to get a house with a casita. I want it away from the rest of the house. I don't want it in the garage. I want a little casita, and I'm going to go to work. I'm going to walk 23 feet to the door. I'm going to close it. And that way I can have clients over.
Yeah.
And the vice president of Human Resources won't yell at me.
She'll be pleased. Tickle
So
pink.
good. Yeah. That's really, really good. Hey, I understand that you have an amazing listing you'd like to share with us.
I would. I just listed this about a week ago, Michael. So it is
Really?
brand new to the market.
Is that it?
It is. It's really
Oh
a
my
nice thing. So
gosh.
let me kind of explain a little bit. A lot of people have heard of Desert Color, which is just off of I-15 and State Road 7. It's across the freeway from Sun River, big 55 and older community here in the area.
I would like to point out,
Yes,
I live in Desert Color.
that's right.
That's right. And I think I know this place.
Probably do.
Beautiful spot.
Probably do.
Yeah.
So this is a 3-story condominium building. This particular unit is, and are the other units, fully approved for vacation rentals. So if you're looking for something to get some income from to help offset expenses, and something that you can come down and enjoy as well, and just block the calendar and say, hey, we're going to come down for whatever weekend, weekday, month, or months, have at it. So that flexibility is there as a owner to be able to use it when you want to, rent it when you want to, like I say, have some income over, offset some utilities, taxes, HOA dues, etc. This particular unit, Michael, is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with this great room floor plan, which is kitchen, dining, and family room all in one. So everything's just right centered. So any guest that's part of that group, they don't miss out on the big game or the favorite movie or whatever it might be. They all can gather there within that great room area. Let's look at the next slide here. Great kitchen, quartz countertop, stainless appliances, has a good-sized pantry as well, bar eating area that can add to the seating of the dining area that's there, and soft close drawers, white cabinets, all the modern features that you would expect in something like this. Let's go to the next slide. This is bedroom number 1. Now, what I haven't pointed out yet, folks, is everything that you see stays right down to the last spoon.
This is furnished?
Furnished.
And it's not
Turnkey.
a vacation rental?
No. Well, it is a vacation rental.
Oh,
so
it
you,
is?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
So definitely can do vacation rental or your own use.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, so this is bedroom number 1. It's opposite on the other side for bedroom number 2. Next slide. And this is...
Here comes the next slide.
Yes.
Any minute now. There we go.
Woohoo. So this is the primary bedroom. It has a step-in shower, tiled, 2 sinks. There's ceiling fans in all of the rooms. A great room, and the 2 bedrooms, so you get that circulation of air in the home, which is nice. Both bathrooms are private. Now, the second bedroom also has a hallway entrance into the bathroom, so you don't have to actually physically walk into the bedroom to get to that bathroom. There's a, next slide, there is a wonderful deck off the master bedroom. Now, this has views out towards the west of St. George. Utah Hill would be one area, western range, if you will, of the Utah Hill area. And then also some sunsets that I wish I could put these on because we are kind of limited on the amount of slides. Some sunsets, Michael, that just absolutely are jaw-dropping.
Yes, as a resident out there, I can verify that the sunsets are spectacular. And I really like the little palm trees there with the palm fronds on them.
Yeah, I do
too.
too.
That's really nice.
I do too. Yeah, just kind of getting started and just kind of, I'd call them the young palms, the virgin palms, whatever you want to call it. Let's go to the next slide here. Now, Desert Colors, you know, folks, if you don't know, are just massive amenities. You got pickleball court up the wazoo. That is the #1 sport in the country right now, which is just amazing to me, but it is so popular. We have pickleball courts galore here in southern Utah.
Yeah, it's really nice. That's the name of our pickleball team, the Wazoos.
Is it really?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
hey,
fabulous.
I love that. I love that. Next slide, we'll go to that one. Now, you have oodles and oodles of cabanas and lawn chairs and chaise lounges and areas that are all around the community, and you can have your own little private area. It can be kind of open with these other people that you can kind of see here in this particular picture. And then we go to the next slide, and here is a 2.5-acre freshwater lagoon. Now, tell me anywhere in Utah that you would find something like this. No, not even the water parks that are up in northern Utah or southern Utah for that matter.
Yeah.
This is like the creme de la creme selling feature of Desert Color. It attracts people, again, up the wazoo to come to Desert Color. You've got beach sand all the way around this 2.5-acre area. You've got beach volleyball. You've got beach toys. You've got all sorts of things that would be beach fun.
That's one of the reasons why we moved here
Was it
from
really?
Laguna, because when we saw this place, it's got beaches at either end of the lagoon. I thought, well, I'm right at home.
You're home.
And the other cool thing about this, guys, is you can paddleboard on the lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
You can, they've got kayaks that you can rent,
Right.
or you can do what I do. I brought my snorkeling equipment with me, and I go snorkeling
Nice.
in the lagoon.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I love
very
it.
cool. Oh, it's
It is.
awesome. Yeah.
Great for exercise, great for entertainment. I see people with their pad or kind of a foam pad that they put out on the water and
Yeah.
kind of lay down and
Yeah.
catch some rays, and it's awesome. Now there's other amenities that are there. You've got oh my gosh, snack bar. There's or two. They've got this awesome fire pit area with the outdoor pool, hot tub, anything that you could really think of resort related. They've got it. Fitness center, club. Oh my gosh, it really is amazing. So price, $525,000. The total square footage, 1145, You don't have anybody above you, bang, 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 and you don't have really hardly any noise from the lower level unit because of the sound barrier that they put between floors. So it takes and absorbs that sound to where unless there's just an absolutely melee of a fight, you just don't hear anybody below you. So that's a great feature too.
Yeah. And if you move there, call me. We'll go snorkeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You've already got built-in friends.
Oh, hey, Bob, before we go, I have a question.
Sure.
So we're talking about working at home.
Uh-huh.
So how has technology affected the employees' need to actually go to an office nowadays?
Very interesting, Michael, how people picked up on that and said, okay, if people are going to be working from home, we better have the technology in the home to be able to satisfy their needs. That high-speed internet, broadband, I don't know all of the different things, but there's a lot of technology that people would not have necessarily at their office because the building was built a few years ago. Maybe they hadn't upgraded, but at your home, you're like, hey, this is pretty slick. I get everything that I need. I can do double screen. I can have satellite. I can do all these other things that are there. Whereas maybe in something a little bit older, they may not have all of those amenities. So that became super popular and very attractive to the home business or home office user.
Yeah. So if I have a home office, is that a positive or a negative when it comes to resale?
Yes, relating to positive and negative. It can be a great positive because people are like, oh, hey, they've got a home office here. I wondered if I could use it or make it into a library, an office den. It might turn into a quilt room. Who knows? But just having that extra room there is a nice positive feature because you may have husband and wife that have computers and they go desk to desk and they both work or answer emails by themselves. It just depends. But I think it's more of a positive, quite honestly, because it provides the versatility rather than this is only a bedroom. But it would only do it if it was right off the entry. I don't believe going through the home to get to this office is healthy. I think that really becomes a distraction where people are like, oh, hi, Johnny. Hi, Sally. And getting back to the business owner's office.
Yeah, something like that. Usually the vice president of domestic tranquility will not approve that type of a home office.
Yes, there would be words to be had.
There would be.
Yes.
It would not be conducive to a positive office space.
No, wonderful HR person, but yeah, she only puts up with so much, right?
So, Mr. Bob, before we go today, what words of wisdom have you got pertaining to what's happening in the real estate market now? What's going on with home offices? Oh, one last thing.
Yeah.
What can I deduct in terms of taxes when I have a home office?
So many people, Michael, say, oh, I can deduct the whole house. I've got 3,400 square feet. My office is 12 by 14. I'm just going to write off the whole 3,400 square feet.
Let's do that.
Not good. Yeah. IRS will be happy to knock on your door and say, let's really see what your home office looks like. And we're going to penalize you for the 3,400 square feet minus that true office. And that's what you can write off. Okay. So you have to be uber careful with how do you decide what the value of that is. Talk to your accountant, talk to your CPA, get those answers directly from them because IRS rules change almost daily. I'm sure there's been a grundle of changes for this upcoming year in 2026.
Yeah.
So it's, which is what, February, March, 3 months, 90 days, and we have to have a return. Oh my gosh, it's never ending. Yeah. So that's one of the things that you have to consider and don't ever think that you're going to get away with the whole house being a write-off.
Yeah.
Even the garage, it would be treated differently than if you had an actual under the roof inside room.
Yeah. So, Bob, before we go, let's say that somebody wants to buy that beautiful place in Desert Color. They want to go paddleboarding and snorkeling with me. How can they call you?
Absolutely
Make
easy to
this
find
happen.
me. Yeah, 435-703 Utah, folks, is how you reach me. I'm at Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate, downtown St. George on the Boulevard in Maine. That's 435-703 Utah, if you want to spell that out correctly. bob@buyutah.com is my email address. So bob@buyutah.com is my email, and buyutah.com happens to be my website.
Exactly. And on the website, guys, you can listen and watch to a lot of Bob's other podcasts that are currently on YouTube and all the major podcast stations around the country. Just look for buyutah.com. That's buyutah.com.
Yeah, and give us a like and a share. That would be awesome too, Michael. Just a little shameless plug.
That would be great. And if you do, Thanksgiving, Bob will give you a pie.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Hey, we'll see you guys again next time. Another exciting adventure in Let's Get Real.
This has been Let's Get Real with Bob Richards from Bob Richards and Associates. For more information, buyutah.com.
It's amazing.
We invite you to return again for another edition of Let's Get Real with Bob Richards from Bob Richards and Associates.